Everyone knows that investing is the way to build long-term wealth. But how do you get started? And more importantly, how do you get started only with $150 available to you? It's easy for those rich kids that already have thousands or even millions of dollars from mommy and daddy's piggy bank. But what if you're hustling and just getting started out? How do you take this $150 and turn it into the riches that you've always dreamed of? All this and more in today's video. Hello and welcome to Stephen Carlson Show. I'm Stephen Carlson. I'm a tech entrepreneur, real estate investor, author, YouTuber, paramedic, and we've got Clyde down here and Bonnie just left the studio. Today's video is sponsored by Otis. More about them in a bit. And of course, before I go any further, you my regular viewers, you guys already know this. I have a team of outstanding lawyers that Clyde keeps chained up. The only problem with these lawyers, they get a little bit rowdy whenever I make a video. And the only way to calm down these stinking lawyers is to give a quick disclaimer. The opinions in this video is exactly that. They're the opinions. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I a lawyer. So this is not legal financial tax advice. You get the point. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to today's video and how to turn $150 into what? Wait, I'm trying to make a video here. You want me to? Well, Clyde just informed me that those lawyers want me to say one last thing. Hold on. This video is sponsored by Otis, securities offered through Dalmore Group, LLC, member FINRA, member SIPC. For the disclaimer, go to withotis.com/OW-disclaimer. The link will be down below. Okay, I think we're good now, but you know how these lawyers are. Anyways, as I was saying, turning this $150 into long-term growth takes work, practice, and honestly, a little bit of luck. There is no such thing as a guarantee in any investment. It does take luck. And anyone saying that you are 100% guaranteed, they're just scamming you. But you can mitigate a lot of these risks with some simple planning. How, you ask? Well, I said it was simple. First, let's start off with Webull. They are an online and mobile stock brokering app, and they're designed to make it very easy for novices and also some pros to get in and start stock investing. There are many reasons why I love Webull, including their easy-to-use app, but more importantly, I love their after-hours trading. This gives you a few extra hours in the evening to trade stocks after the market closes, and it even gives you a little head start in the morning before the market opens. Additionally, and probably most important to you right now, is when you take $100 and deposit into your account, they're going to give you 2 free stocks. Now make sure that you get both of these 2 free stocks. To do that, you must deposit $100. If you put any less, they're only going to give you 1 stock, which kind of sucks. So open up an account, deposit it, and just wait. Even if you take that $100 and just leave it in there, they're still going to give you those free stocks, and those stocks are there for you to keep. The dollar value of the stocks that they give you, it really varies. Most people seem to be getting about $30 to $50 worth of both of their stocks combined, and some lucky ones are getting stocks valued up to $1,000. And some unlucky people get really crappy stocks. It's just kind of the roll of the dice. In my case, one of the shares they gave me was Apple, which is great. The other share, some random crappy company I've never heard of. But honestly, don't count on getting amazing stocks. If you do, cool, great, that's a bonus. You probably can get maybe about 30 bucks. Either way, your first investment has already returned $30 and you didn't have to risk anything. Now, while Webull is not a direct sponsor of this video, they are an affiliate. So both Bonnie and Clyde get yummy dog bones whenever you use the link down below. So please make sure you use the link and help support the pups. While you're waiting for your 2 free stocks from Webull, remember it does take a couple weeks to get it, your next step is to sign up with Otis and deposit $50 that you still have laying around from your initial investment. And in all transparency, as I said in the beginning of this video, they are a sponsor. But honestly, I think their app is pretty damn cool. And my review of them is my honest opinion. They had no direct control over what I'm about to say here in the video. So what exactly is Otis? They are a stock market for cultural assets. Think of them kind of like limited edition comic books, baseball cards, sneakers, etc. They have a massive collection of items and something that they call drops, and new ones are added every single week. What's great about them is they do all the legwork in finding amazing cultural assets for you to invest in. Taking a look at their app, there's all kinds of different things that you can get, and they show you this great little thing about what's coming up. So you can see right here like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. For $10, which is one that's coming up soon, you'll be able to invest and get a small percentage ownership of this card. Taking a look at some of the other ones that are in here. Then they also have the original Apple iPhone. You've got all kinds of different jerseys. And here's the different drops that are coming out soon. So you can go through the app. You can see all the different cards. You've got Pokemon Red in here, the Game Boy. They've taken this and split it into 6,000 shares. So what that means is basically you could purchase one or up to 6,000 shares ownership of this actual collectible item. They give you all the details that are in here. They tell you what the market cap is, how many current investors are in there, the total number of shares. You can get details on the actual game or the asset, what type of investment grade it is, the certification number, so that you know that this is an actual item. It's not some scam, it's not some fake, it's a legitimate actual copy. Oh, hey, Derek Jeter. You got all kinds of different things that are in here that are really cool. As I said a minute ago, nobody can guarantee any single investment will return a profit, and all investments have a risk. But think of it this way. Many reports show that upwards of 50% or more of the wealthiest people in the world have at least 10% of their investment portfolio in art and other collectibles. But until now, unless you had millions of dollars to invest, you're excluded. Now with places like Otis, you can put a few dollars in and you can test the waters out on non-conventional investments. Now I can't give you any direct investment advice. I can tell you what I'm doing, and I'm going to follow the much smarter and more successful people out there and do the same with 10% of my portfolio will be in collectible items. And since Otis was awesome enough to sponsor this video, they're also tossing in something special for you. If you sign up with the link down in the description box below, they will give you $20 for free just for opening your account and funding it with the $50. So let's take this extra $50 that we have laying around and put it into Otis. Have you been keeping track? We started with $150, and then by being clever on what platforms we use to invest, we took this $150 and brought it up to about $200 to $230. That's a $50 to $80 improvement in our portfolio with very little risk. Not bad, huh? Now, of course, no investment strategy will work if you only invest once and just basically forget about investing. The key is to keep small, calculated, and budgeted investments on a schedule. The key word I said here is budgeted. If you can only spare $25 out of each paycheck, that's fine. If you can spare a few extra dollars, that's even better. Either way, never put yourself in a situation where you cannot pay your bills because you allocated everything to investments. Now, my next suggestion would be for you to open up an M1 Finance brokerage account. Yes, I know, you just opened a Webull investment account, but these are two different apps and they work differently. And personally, I use them both. Webull allows you to purchase individual stocks at a certain market value right now. For example, if you wanted to purchase, say, 10 shares of Apple right now, you would use Webull. Whereas on the other hand, M1 has a different approach. With M1, you fund your account and you set up optional, but highly recommended, automatic cash deposits. Once everything is set up, they handle everything automatically for you, and all of your investments are proportionally managed for you. Yeah, I know that sounds confusing, but it's not. It really is simple. I opened an M1 account myself to test this out about 6 months or so ago. With $100, then I set up automatic weekly deposits. Heck, you could even take that $100 out of your Webull account once they give you your 2 free stocks. That might have been what I did. Shh. Anyways, then this is where the extra $25 per paycheck, or whatever your budget allows, comes in. Choose an amount that works for you and set it up, and then just basically forget about it. Then you choose what they call pies, and these are just groups of stocks that either you can choose to subscribe to or you can subscribe to someone else's pie. For example, the pie that I currently have has $10,071.70 as of the moment that I wrote this script, with $553.92 in increased value. That's 34.22% return on my investment. Of course, once again, remember that nothing in investment is guaranteed. Tomorrow I could wake up and this account would be at 0. But honestly, looking at historical market data, I don't really think it's very likely. You can choose multiple pies with M1 and they handle everything for you. Whenever a weekly or bi-weekly deposit goes in, they just take care of purchasing the correct number of shares based upon how much money you deposited. If I can leave you with one piece of advice, remember that investing can be risky. Think this way. If you never invest, you will never see returns. if you do invest, you have the chance, the possibility of making an amazing profit for yourself. But you could also lose your entire investment. I know that sounds doom and gloom, but it's not. But you need to know the truth. Nothing is guaranteed. And if anyone promises you a guarantee, remember they're lying to you. For me, I will continue to invest my personal money because I feel confident in the potential outweighing these risks. Please make sure you use the links in the description box below for these services that I mentioned. They do help support this channel. I appreciate it, as do Bonnie and Clyde. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you click like and subscribe. Doing so helps with the YouTube algorithm. And once again, both myself and, oh, Clyde must have left. I didn't even notice. Clyde and Bonnie both appreciate it as well. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.